Depending on the character's roles, some liberties to keep the plot moving are unrealistic. What I'm focused on is learned behavior, something you see over time. That is why I like series, because it starts to develop a character into a person and it constrains the writer into how the character can react. If you violate the spirit of the character, then you soon will find interest in the books will disappear. While the thoughts are inspired by the book, it does not imply the writer intended to inspire the thoughts I have. Question. Patrick Gleason, was he forced into pornography? Tricked? He did want to be an actor. You can only be trapped if you're offered the right bait. Does that make it his fault? Granted, he went in, started using drugs, and it was the drugs that was his fault. I do not believe it helps to assign blame unless it's focused on learning from the incident and making better decisions in the future. The reality is, Patrick wanted something so bad that he was easily manipulated. I think understanding the difference between needs and wants, thinking before you act about the good and bad that might happen, is the best way. The young do make mistakes. The past cannot be changed, but it can teach so you can try and make better decisions in the future. We are human, flawed, but to blame others leaves you the victim. Let those that hurt you own what they did. Own what put you in the position to be hurt. It's not malicious when someone hurts you. They just do not care enough about you to deny themselves what they want. You were an easy mark, and they used you. After they used you, they had no more use, and they moved on. The lesson is not theirs to learn, it's yours, because you're the only one that was hurt, and you also are the only one that can change. You can hold it in for years like Alex did after Patrick hurt him, but the reality is Patrick didn't spend one day thinking about the day that he hurt Alex. Any effort at revenge or to teach them a lesson will leave you frustrated, focused on the past. As for Patrick Gleason, he had a few moments where he could have made better decisions. Even after being there, the minute drugs were offered, he could have left. He didn't. After he came down from the drug and he was told that he had already had pictures taken of him, he could have walked out and found a new career. But instead, he still wanted acting so bad that he continued to degrade himself. Like I said, being able to judge what is a want and a need is very important. You need a job. You want the acting career. There is a difference. While the thoughts are inspired by the book, it does not imply the writer intended to inspire the thoughts I have. The attempt is to start a discussion and get people to think about human behavior from the perspective of the closet. How this might lead to problems that make friends or partners or even business relationships difficult. I can understand why some would dismiss this effort. I find reminders in how the characters behave with memories of my own experiences and then explore that aspect. It's meant to start people to think. It is not meant to imply I am right. If you do not share the ideals with others, then how will you know if you're right? When talking, the focus should be on challenging and exposing your ideals, not in changing other opinions. That would only lead to frustration, since the only person you can change is yourself.